Greetings, my people. First, let us thank God for giving us another day of life and His blessing, as well as our family and friends. Welcome to the Dominic Sports Picks channel, where we also give our NBA analysis a hard look. Here you'll find everything you need to bet safely. The possible winner of each game. Whether the scoreboard will be broken with highs or lows. And of course, our classic club player bats, so you know which player is going to break it tonight. This isn't a story, this is numbers, logic, and vision. If you're an NBA fan and like to play smart, this is your channel. Subscribe, turn on that bell, and follow us every day, as we analyze every game, every piece of information, and every pick. With Dominic Sports Picks, you don't go in blind, you go in to win. NBA, MLB, NHL, NFL, any league. Here, we study to win. Let's get started. My friends at Dominic Sports Picks, here are our updated statistics for today, with the goal of maintaining transparent and honest communication with all our followers. In this report, we clearly reflect our success and loss ratios, offering a real-world view of the performance of our picks. At Dominic Sports Picks, we believe that trust is built with verifiable results, consistent commitment, and complete transparency in every shared analysis. Now, let's get to today's analysis. Barclays Center is heating up. Boston aims to solidify its status as the Eastern powerhouse, while Brooklyn tries to shake off a troubling slump. With Jaylen Brown playing at an MVP level and a Nets squad reeling from heavy losses, the stage is set for a divisional clash with major playoff seeding implications. Let's dive into the winning picks for this high-stakes Friday night showdown. Pick 1, Boston Celtics minus 7.0 to win. The minus 7.0 spread for the Celtics is a prime opportunity given the current gap between these two rosters. Boston enters as the second seed in the East with a 27-16 record, while the Nets are struggling at the bottom of the standings in 13th place. Momentum is a massive factor here. Brooklyn is coming off some demoralizing performances, including a historic low-scoring game against the Knicks that exposed their lack of depth. The Celtics, led by an elite Jaylen Brown, averaging nearly 30 ppg, boast the league's second-best net rating at plus 7.2. Boston's defense allows only 109.8 points per game, which will likely stifle a Nets offense that ranks near the bottom of the league in efficiency, 107.9 ppg. With superior rotation players in Boston's drive to catch the first-place Pistons, covering 7 points is well within reach against a home team that has dropped 8 of its last 10. Expect Joe Mazzulla's squad to use their physical and tactical advantages to pull away early and maintain a double-digit lead. Pick 2, total over 210.0 points scored. A 210.0 total is remarkably low for today's NBA and the specific scoring trends of these teams. Boston averages 116.8 ppg, and their offensive rating is currently second in the league, 122.0. On their own, the Celtics have the firepower to cover a significant chunk of this total. While the Nets have struggled to find the bottom of the net lately, their defense remains vulnerable, giving up an average of 114.5 ppg, which creates plenty of scoring opportunities for their opponents. Previous matchups between these two this season have cleared this line with room to spare, typically landing in the 212 to 218 range. With scorers like Michael Porter Jr. for Brooklyn and the perimeter threat of Boston's second unit, the shot volume alone should push this game past the 210 mark. Even if Brooklyn doesn't have an efficient shooting night, Boston's explosive offensive capability ensures the scoreboard keeps moving. Taking the over at 210.0 provides a comfortable safety net compared to the actual combined scoring averages of both teams. Boston's relentless consistency and Brooklyn's defensive gaps are the defining factors tonight. Don't miss out on these statistical edges to maximize your returns on a night that promises high-octane New York basketball. Trust the data, follow your gut, and get ready to celebrate every bucket in this massive Atlantic Division rivalry. It's a clash of styles at State Farm Arena. The Phoenix Suns, now boasting a deeper, more physical identity post-Durant, visit a Hawks squad reliant on Jalen Johnson's explosive play. Phoenix is fighting for a top 6 seed in the West, while Atlanta desperately needs to fix their defensive lapses. Here's your breakdown for tonight's high-stakes matchup. Pick 1, Phoenix Suns to win. Following their major roster overhaul, the Phoenix Suns, 27-17, have discovered an enviable defensive balance under coach Jordan Knott. The addition of Dillon Brooks has injected perimeter grit that Atlanta typically struggles to handle. With Devin Booker embracing his role as the undisputed leader and the return of Jalen Green, the Suns' offense is more dynamic and harder to scheme against. Meanwhile, the Hawks, 25th in defensive rating, continue to struggle with paint protection and giving up second-chance points. Phoenix's ability to execute in the clutch, where they lead the league in late-game efficiency, will be the deciding factor. While Atlanta has home court advantage, the Suns' consistency on both ends of the floor outshines the unpredictability of Quinn Snyder's rotation, making Phoenix the clear favorite to secure the road win. Pick 2, total over 226.0 points scored. Despite Phoenix's defensive improvements, playing in Atlanta remains a recipe for high scores. The Hawks maintain a blistering pace, 102.4, the second highest in the NBA, which guarantees a high volume of possessions. Jalen Johnson is having an all-star caliber season, averaging 23 ppg, and his ability to force fast breaks usually drags opponents into a non-stop shootout. The Suns, featuring elite shooters like Grayson Allen and the downhill speed of Jalen Green, have no trouble thriving in high-scoring environments. Historically, this matchup in Georgia easily clears the 230-point mark. With the line set at 226.0, there is a generous cushion considering both teams have averaged over 115 points in their last 3 outings. Betting the over is the most logical move for a Friday night filled with offensive fireworks. Expect a track meet where the scoreboard barely stops moving. The new-look Suns face a tough test tonight, but their depth and statistical edge are undeniable. Don't let past rosters confuse you. Phoenix's current system is built for consistency, and Atlanta's pace is a lock for points. Trust the data, manage your bankroll, and let's secure those wins to close out the week on a high note. Good luck to all. Rocket Arena is heating up this Friday. Cleveland looks to solidify its standing in the East as they host the struggling Sacramento Kings. With Donovan Mitchell in peak form and Sacramento dealing with critical defensive injuries, the stage is set for a high-octane clash. Let's break down the top picks to help you maximize your winnings tonight. Let's get to it. Pick 1, Cleveland Cavaliers -10.0 to win. The Cleveland Cavaliers, 25-20. Enter as heavy favorites at Rocket Arena against a Sacramento Kings team enduring a season to forget. With a 12-33 record, the Kings sit near the bottom of the Western Conference and have been abysmal on the road, securing only 3 wins in 20 attempts. Sacramento's defense is their Achilles heel, ranking 27th in the league by surrendering over 120 points per game. Donovan Mitchell, the Cavs superstar, is playing at an elite level, averaging 28.9 points, and will exploit a perimeter defense missing Keegan Murray. Although Cleveland is without Darius Garland, their frontcourt depth with Mobley and Allen will dominate the paint against a rival that has lost its last 3 games by double digits. The lack of tactical cohesion in Sacramento's roster makes covering the -10.0 spread the most logical and statistically backed choice for tonight's game. Pick 2, total over 227.0 points scored. The point total set at 227.0 is surprisingly low given the high-tempo style both teams currently employ. Cleveland has embraced a fast-paced identity this season, ranking 6th in the NBA with 101.4 possessions per game. Offensively, they are a powerhouse, averaging 119.6 points per game, the 4th highest mark in the league. Sacramento, despite their losing record, still features high-scoring veterans like DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine, and Russell Westbrook, ensuring they contribute to the scoreboard with an average of 110.7 points. Recent trends show that a majority of Cavaliers games clear this point threshold with ease. The combination of Sacramento's porous defense and Cleveland's efficiency in transition makes the over an incredibly attractive play. Expect a game where offensive execution takes center stage, pushing the final score well past the 227.0 mark as both teams prioritize scoring throughout. Cleveland's dominance and the lightning-fast pace of both teams are the keys to a profitable Friday. Don't miss out on the clear statistical value found in Sacramento's defensive struggles. Trust the data, manage your units wisely, and get ready for a night of winning tickets. Best of luck to everyone, and enjoy the high-scoring action at Rocket Arena. Family, now we continue with our props players. The player prop pick for Zion Williamson in this matchup against the Memphis Grizzlies on January 23, 2026, focuses on the line of over 30.0 points, rebounds, and assists, PRA. Zion enters this contest with an exceptionally high offensive usage rate within the New Orleans Pelicans system, particularly given the team's current 10-36 record, which mandates that their superstar serves as the absolute engine of the offense. Statistically, Williamson has demonstrated remarkable consistency over his last 10 games, averaging approximately 22.1 points, 5.7 rebounds, and 3.8 assists, resulting in a total of 31.6 PRA per game, which naturally clears the proposed line. A decisive factor for this pick is the expected game pace tonight at FedEx Forum, with a projected point total of 236.5 by oddsmakers. This high possession environment significantly favors the accumulation of stats across all three categories. While Memphis features Jaren Jackson Jr. as an elite rim protector, they historically struggle with Zion's sheer physical power and low center of gravity, as he averages 21.5 points and 6.5 rebounds in his career matchups against the Grizzlies. Williamson's ability to draw fouls and reach the free throw line, averaging nearly 6 attempts per game recently, will be instrumental in padding his scoring total, while his evolving role as a point forward allows him to generate easy assists against a Memphis defense that frequently overcommits on help assignments to stop his drives to the basket. Furthermore, in their most recent head-to-head meeting earlier this season, Zion recorded a dominant performance of 27 points, 9 rebounds, and 5 assists, 41 PRA, proving that the tactical pairing works heavily in his favor. With a field goal efficiency of 63.9% over his last 10 outings and a lack of dominant secondary scoring options for the Pelicans, Williamson is expected to see at least 32 to 35 minutes of floor time. This provides ample opportunity to attack the painted area, dominate the glass against a Memphis team that can be vulnerable to offensive rebounding, and ensure his combined statistical output sits comfortably above the 30.0 threshold required for this player prop to hit. My people, until tomorrow, blessings and good luck to all.